just trying to do the best you can, and we're trying to hang in there. A lot of us want to go home, and we're about ready.
And tell them all that we love them, and we'll be home when we get home.
I mean, there was a couple of times you think that your life's going to be taken, and that's on a daily basis, and it's really scary.
The 167th COSCOM patch. Without question, those who wore it in the Persian Gulf contributed significantly to the logistical success of Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm. This is their story. The ones who supplied the food, clothing, and ammunition, repaired equipment, provided showers and laundry, supplied and purified the water, provided military police security, delivered the mail, provided medical services, and moved men and equipment to wherever needed. It was a job no one could have done better. The Alabama Army National Guard had the expertise. Years of preparation and training paid off as it was put to use in one of the nation's most successful military campaigns.
Well, they've been great, and in fact, they've really surprised a lot of us because, especially on active duty, you know, we sometimes, when we work with the reserve and guard units, we only see them for 2 weeks out of the year, and I think this war, this exercise, has really proven the base and the background of experience and knowledge that the Guard and Reserve units have.
Our warehouse is set up to support Class 1 rations for the 7th Corps and the 18th Airborne Corps. Of that, we push in excess of some 300,000 meals a week from this one location.
It was pretty tense. You know, there was all kinds of rumors, but we knew that the ground war was coming. We were briefed a few days before it actually started, so I think everyone, you know, expected it. And overall, I think we did a, you know, outstanding job in our mission. That the reason we were over here.
This is what they call the Valley of Death. The destruction here, almost undescribable. The outskirts of Kuwait City. The enemy was headed north. This is as far as they got.
RGD-5, made in Bulgaria with a UZ RGM fuse.
Many members of the Alabama Guard were privileged to see this. They saw the destruction left behind in Kuwait City by Iraqi troops. As they traveled to the places where their services were needed, they saw evidence that the enemy was expecting an assault from the sea. And while the Iraqi troops may have been lacking in some supplies, ammunition wasn't one of them. Some have said victory was remarkably easy, an assessment that means little for those who were there preparing for the worst.
Yes, sir, have been tense. You know, when we first kicked off, for the studs and all that, it was very tense. But now the war and everything over with, we got a lot of workload. We support a lot of troops out in the field. We were very hectic at the time, but 11:30 field, we hanging in there.
What used to be weapons of destruction for the Iraqi troops has now turned into toys for the Kuwaiti children. But while the Kuwaiti children play, Alabama Guardsmen continue to work. The logistical operation doesn't shut down because the fighting is over. Soldiers still have to be fed. Ammunition that wasn't used has to be brought back and stored, and broken down equipment has to be repaired. It's common knowledge throughout the theater, where this flag flies, you'll find help. In this case, the Alabama flag is a special symbol, a symbol of life. This is where water is purified.
Yes, the troops have got to have water to drink, and we're set up at a location right now, sort of the crossroads between Kuwait and the rest of Iraq, so we're a pretty busy area. We're distributing roughly 350,000 gallons a day of purified water and raw water.
When we set up, we had a few leaks, but we took care of that. We had a couple hoses busted. We took care of that, but it's been running smoothly ever since.
Well, it's a little different from Vietnam. Over here it's hot, it's dry, very humid. It's constantly a breeze over here. It's a place I never want to come back to.
I guess as a shower operator, you make a lot of friends.
Oh, yeah. We get, they all know our name. They holler at us when they come through. We've had as many as 900 a day go through this tent when it's peak time. We'd have 50 or more waiting in line just to get in the tent. We'd have 25 or 30 in the tent at a time.
Distributing food became a never-ending process. 24 hours a day, the Guardsmen worked to assure every soldier was fed.
I think it couldn't have been any better. Everyone's been real good. They know what's got to be done. You know, the customers come in, they got to get their food, so it's not much problem getting them to do it.
It was with the help of these same 167th COSCOM units, the idea of the Wolf Burger was born, a fast food approach to feeding the troops on the move. A taste the soldiers in the Persian Gulf will probably never forget.
But we still tried to feed the troops like they should be fed. I think our Army runs on its stomach myself.
The first Alabama unit to be deployed, the 1241st AG Company. The job? To get the mail to the soldiers. Literally tons of mail each day, a job that demanded constant attention. The same is true for maintenance. Things break down in war. The Alabama Guard had the people to fix them.
Detail City. We've been doing details anywhere from fixing automobiles to plumbing to electrician to sweeping the floors and to doing transportation work. You name it, we done it.
We went beyond what the average person can do.
The trucks kept rolling, the equipment running. Thus, the soldiers kept moving. It didn't happen by chance. In fact, the accomplishments in the Persian Gulf originated back home. These Alabama Guardsmen had the initiative and the foresight to look ahead.
Because we were ready when all the Scud attacks happened around the Dhahran area. And it was like second nature to don the NBC gear at that time. So there was more of just a reaction than a fear of any sort.
I think a lot of people were concerned about the National Guard, whether they could do their job or not. Do you think they have?
They didn't hold any water. We're the best. We came out here and we proved ourselves over most of the regular Army company that came out here.
The National Guard units are the most prepared, best trained units here.
Has its ups and downs, sandstorms, rain, wind.
So this was absolutely an extraordinary move, I must tell you. I can't recall any time in the annals of military history when this number of forces have moved over this distance to put themselves in a position to be able to attack. But what's more important, and I think it's very, very important that I make this a point, and that's these logistics bases. Not only did we move the troops out there, but we literally moved thousands and thousands of tons of fuel, of ammunition, of spare parts, of water, and of food out here into this area because we wanted to have enough supplies on hand so that if we launched this and we got into a slugfest battle, which we very easily could have gotten into, we'd have enough supplies to last for 60 days.
Not a pleasant place to spend the holidays. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Easter. It would have been great to be back home, but these National Guardsmen found a way to make the best of things.
I never expected to be the Easter Bunny in Saudi Arabia.
Is everybody taking this pretty good?
Yes, they are. Everybody seems to be having a real good time. May have something to do with the fact they're all eating right now, though.
Got everybody's name on it, social security number. They sent Easter stuff to everyone.